The next piece is called Aunty Austen.
My dear madam, it is a truth universally acknowledged that, no matter how accomplished a lady is, when she is trying to decide whether she should break up with her boyfriend, she will Google it. The truth is so well fixed in Google's algorithms that Google knows the question before the lady has finished typing it. She need only type, should I just the letter B, before she sees the following options in order of popularity. Should I break up with my boyfriend? Should I buy a Mac? Should I buy a house? Hello, I'm Jane Austen. You may remember me as the author of such classic literary hits as Pride and Prejudice, Sense and Sensibility, and to a lesser extent all of the other novels I wrote. Although I never married, and the concept of carnal relationship outside of marriage is unpalatable to my late 18th to early 19th century sensibilities, I am here to save you from the Wickhams and Willoughbys of the 21st century. Let us begin. Obviously, you should break up with him because you are asking Google. This is a clear indication that you know the answer, but you do not trust yourself. I understand it is usual for ladies in these situations to seek advice or to create a pros and cons list. For example, pros. We both enjoy reading, dancing, and playing the pianoforte. Con, when he touches me, I feel nothing, as if my lady flower has shriveled up and died. As I have often noted, a marriage without passion cannot be agreeable to either party. The thought makes me more depressed than the casting of Keira Knightley as Elizabeth Bennet in Pride and Prejudice, when Jennifer Ehle clearly defined the role in the 1995 BBC adaptation. Of course, it is possible that the lack of physical attraction is mutual, and that this is acceptable to both parties, in which case you may simply be elderly or infirm. However, if you lack amatory inspiration, try role-play. Oh, Mr. Darcy. Oh, Lizzie, you are tolerable, I suppose. Oh, shut up and take me. Let me advise you that writing a pros and cons list is quite foolish, for, as I demonstrated in Mr. Collins's hopeless proposal to Lizzie, love is not a business proposition. A lady who is truly in love would never dream of listing the cons of her soulmate. Perhaps he is cruel or dishonourable. Perhaps he is proud or even prejudiced. Or perhaps he is perfectly agreeable. But he is just not your Mr. Darcy. It is not his fault, and you cannot explain why, but you know in your heart that something is missing. You fantasize about a room of one's own, independence, freedom. I never married, though I had my chances. All right, I only had one chance, but still, if I had married, I would not have had time to write. I may even have died in childbirth at a young age, instead of reaching the ripe old age of 37. If I had married my own Mr. Darcy, I would not have been able to write some of the most popular and adored works of English literature. My refusal to conform has led to generations of people remembering my name, while my contemporaries are forgotten. My dear madam, perhaps you are destined for greater things than simply marrying Mr. Darcy. Your role model, Jane Austen. Postscript. You should not buy a Mac. They are most displeasing. Postscript. It is excellent that ladies are now able to own property. You should purchase an estate if the conditions are favourable, to wit, a good-sized deposit, reasonable interest, and a positive forecast for growth. Otherwise, you will have no assets when you are an old spinster, and you will be forced to enter a workhouse.